NBA 2K. They dropped another courtside report yesterday. I have not seen it because y'all know I like to react to everything on stream and talk about it. My raw emotions. Can 2K sell me the dream? Let's see what they talking about today.
Welcome back to another
Here you go.
2K25 courtside report. Today, we're breaking down all things new in my NBA mode. I'm Chris Manning, and I'm joined today
by NBA mode.
Trader on the mode, who's going to discuss all these exciting new things with the fans.
One of our favorite features is My NBA Eras. You know, we added it 2K23. We got 4 new eras. Last year we added.
I'm not trying to be an asshole, but does anybody care about this shit? I'm already losing interest. I would love to see the numbers and statistics. Like, I know I'm mainly my career an online player, like Park and Rec. I feel like that's the most popular mode. I think the second most popular is My Team. I know a lot of people play My Team. But outside of that, like, in Play Now, I've never heard anybody say, yo, let's hop on My Era. I would love for them to, like, release some analytics, like some statistics on how many people in their player base is playing this mode, just out of curiosity. Because I wonder if this takes away resources making stuff like this versus focusing on the things that people mostly care about. You said chill, I play. Okay, so this is the UNC game mode? Okay.
LeBron era. And this year, for 2K25,
I play him once, that's it? Okay.
You can do it yourself. You can join KD, Curry, and the Warriors, or try and topple them with LeBron and the Cavs.
I can't wait to jump in.
I'm just trying to make sure they allocating their resources correctly, that's all.
We've completely revamped how you can expand or contract the league, both in the modern era or even if you go back.
Someone want me to play 2K, which one you recommend? You might as well just wait for 25 because it comes out next month.
Any team size from 12 to 36, you can actually completely grow or shrink the league as you like it going from year to year. You're going to be able to customize it to degrees that you've never been able to do before.
My GM.
We took the standard role-playing experience.
Dom 2K plays it every year? Okay.
Go and choose your backstory. For example, maybe you want to be an ex-player. Maybe you want...
This is so fucking funny to me. This type of stuff is so funny. I ain't playing no RP. Like, I remember somebody left a comment on my Instagram reel like last week where I was talking about people complaining about the quality of sports games, but then they won't try other games. And then somebody had took my Instagram reel and they posted it to their story with the caption saying, nigga, I ain't playing no magical ass Hogwarts shit. I ain't playing them dumbass RPGs. And my thing is like, yo, like they're so quick to call niggas nerds for playing RPGs. Like, what is this? This is a fucking RPG. You niggas, this role playing is NBA scouts and coaches with stats. Look at this shit. Okay, a 2 out of 5 on my business level, and my 1.5 stars on the analytics. What? I'm a 1 star on the sports medicine. This is fucking nerdy, bruh. I'd argue this is nerdier. Gotta make sure my business suit is right in corporate America so I can appease my GM.
An ex-player. Maybe you want to be a savant that skips it.
This is fucking funny, yo. This is Mass Effect. This is The Witcher 3. This is Baldur's Gate 3. This is a choose your own adventure where you say what you say affects the outcome. This is an RPG. These niggas just, but the worst part is, instead of playing Mass Effect Legendary Edition, you'd rather play 2K $200 edition. You don't want to experience magical storytelling. You want to hear fucking terrible voice acting.
The spreadsheets.
This is crazy.
That you know that your battlefield.
The games you hate, these developers are taking from.
You get to choose your attributes. Do you want to be really skilled at helping your players on the court, maybe improving your offense or defense? Or do you want to have charisma off the charts so that you can wheel and deal and get all those picks and trades that you want? Finally, you get to choose your perks.
I ain't bought nothing off eBay in a while, checks. I couldn't speak on that.
Completely.
You get perks for your coach. This is crazy.
And change how you play. Now, one thing that we actually think is really cool is player expression. So like, what do you think is the most important thing when you're building a team?
Shout out to Randy Amigo with the sub.
Scores, of course.
My wife told me about a girl that said the road to glory in college football is just the Kim Kardashian game, and I was mad. Then she explained it. I was like, you might be right. That's fucking funny. Yo, shout out to Black Alchemist with the
Score the
sub.
bucket, so I go after the high scoring players.
A charisma build.
For you, we got a badge that'll improve your outside shooting. We got badges that'll also improve your team depth so that everyone gets a little bit hotter. Maybe
all types of badges.
so that at level 12, you can get a perk. Everyone's on fire in elimination games. Really make sure that you can close them out.
This sounds pretty dynamic.
I love the contrast of energy where like they're sitting here talking about all this nerdy ass shit in my GM, getting all these perks as a coach with your charisma and your analytics, while they got this hard ass 808 hip hop beat playing in the background like there's something crazy going on, bro. They're talking about nerd shit.
A player grow in the mode using these new features?
Great question. So the old
Oh boy, when I get off my 9 to 5, I can't wait to clock into a digital 9 to 5.
to a conversation where, say, you have the team governor. He tells you, hey, I want to.
Hello, governor.
It's now up to you to decide how you navigate through that conversation. Afterwards, maybe you agree, maybe you don't. You get experience, you level up. When you level up, you get more attribute points to spend and more perks that you can get until eventually you can reach the cap of 20 and you're going to be unstoppable.
Wow.
How do these conversations and interactions take place this year in 2K25?
So eventually when someone has a conversation that they want to have with you, they'll give you a little notification and you actually go inside the MyGM building. It's a free roam environment.
I think the irony is niggas who can't even manage their own life are obsessed with this My GM mode. You want to be the general manager of an NBA team and you can't even manage your room. Cheeto dust everywhere. Doo-doo streaks in your drawers. Your girl hates you. Your job makes you work overtime with no pay. You don't even say nothing. And then you hop on this game and manage this shit. I know none of you. I'm willing to bet money. I would love to see the statistics on this shit. I bet 60 to 70% of the 2K community who plays My GM is not even good at the mode because you niggas can't manage your fucking money. Spending 10,000, 8,000, 2,000, 10,000. We seen somebody spend 40,000 on VC last year. You are fiscally irresponsible. You can't manage your bank account, but you want to manage $1 billion franchise? Shut the fuck up, dude.
Go over, have a conversation, and it really makes it feel like you're in the role-playing experience, that you are the GM.
Last season, the NBA introduced the in-season tournament. I love
sweet.
watching that. This year, it's being rebranded as the NBA Cup. So what can we expect from the NBA Cup in NBA 2K?
The NBA Cup.
One of the cool things about the NBA Cup going forward is that it's going to be able to work with schedule generation. Before, it's really awesome, but it's so complex.
We're generating schedules now?
So we would basically just have to take the schedule and freeze it. Now for next year, we're actually gonna be able to do a little bit more, generate different schedules as the years go on.
Wow.
Be able to change up groups a little bit. So we think it's gonna be even more engaging.
That wraps up our NBA 2K25 courtside report. I'm pumped. I know the fans are pumped. Jeff?
For me personally, this was the weakest courtside report so far. There was nothing here that I give a fuck about. For the people who do like these game modes, does this interest you? Because like I don't feel like I'm qualified to speak on this. Like I don't care about this stuff, so like my opinion is biased. It's not fair. Do y'all care about this stuff? Like the people who like the My GM, did it like do something for y'all? What the comments say? It's a good question. Just give us the possibility to start the My NBA in the year we want to stop. This year we're adding a new era. Hey guys, we added a new era, new free roam. I'm on the waste of resource side. Wait. Nah, I just like the mode. The filler report. This is frustrating to watch. I'm not gonna lie, they should have kept this video in the drafts. It seems like people are not interested. This makes me think they're gonna be making gaming go downhill slope with sports games. They're gonna pivot more bullshit. Where's the Ja Morant mode? I want my 9 to match my build. That would be fire if like you could do like a Call of Duty mission with Ja Morant in a game, like a story mode. In this year's My Career, play as Ja Wick. as he tries to make it out the league. They just 2K just released some screenshots too of the ladies. We got Caitlin Clark, forehead on fleek, and then we also got Angel Reese. Her character model looks good. It looks good. You know, if you care about this stuff, graphics, sweat. They should have put a little bit more sweat on the ladies. You know, we got to see. That's really what matters to tell what's the difference in terms of the graphics. We got to see how much sweat there is on the headband. I told you that boy Ja, the Ruger shooter. Keeping it in the realm of sports, driving is a sport. Forza 5. apparently a PlayStation port might be on the way. Let's read about it. Multiple refuted leakers have reported that a Forza Horizon 5 may be getting a port to PlayStation next week during Gamescom. On the infamous forum, Rosetta, users Nate, Drake, and Shinobi have both been imitated that Xbox has a new PS5 port coming soon. Noted leaker, I don't know how to say his name, then dropped a Cinco de Mayo gift, leading many to speculate the title would be Forza 5. And blah, 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 blah. This is not reputable. This is not reputable. And then on top of that, I caught this too. They updated the article right here. Update. A friend of the site, Jez Corden, has refuted the rumor for Forza Horizon 5 being ported to the PlayStation in a report on Windows Central. Take this with a grain of salt. This came from some random forum on the internet. I mean, it could be smoking. It could be they just don't want the announcement to be spoiled. It could actually be announced at Gamescom, but we got to wait and see until Gamescom starts. When does that start? Take this with a grain of salt. I wouldn't take this seriously. When does Gamescom start? 21st. Yeah, 21st. I'm convinced the only people who still play Forza are offshore oil riggers. That sounds like a racial slur, but Ethos played it. He liked it. I don't think he works on an oil rig. Esports, we played Valve's new secret shooter Deadlock, which has been in some drama, by the way, because apparently, so like they have a new hero shooter that they're beta testing right now. There's like 20,000 people playing it, and you don't have to sign an NDA, but apparently like some reporters got in trouble for posting their thoughts on it, and they got banned off of Steam. But let's see what the people are saying. Earlier today, I received a no strings attached invite to play Deadlock on Steam. Steam claims the game is made by Valve. It displays, whatever. So what is Deadlock? It's a 6-on-6 shooter like the original Overwatch, where your team of heroes attempt to dominate a map by slowly wearing down the opposing team and pushing them back. But you're also leading on an army of NPC grunts down 4 different lanes to destroy the opposing team's stationary defenses, a little like Dota 2 or a MOBA. I'm not playing that footage. I'm not gonna risk that. I'm not playing that footage. Here, if you want the link though, here, I'm gonna drop it in the chat. There you go. So it's a third-person hero shooter MOBA. Is Valve making Struggleborn 2? There's no downtime. It's a constant war between your team's troopers, the grunts, and the enemy team's troopers, which keeps respawning and advancing on enemy positions wave after wave. But they can't break through unless the human-powered heroes lend them a hand without powerful weapons, abilities, and upgrades. Nor can humans easily break through without their NPC army, or at least that's what I saw in my first match. To take down the flame-headed, energy-spewing guardians or Hulk walkers that block your passage, it takes at least somewhat of a coordinated effort by one human and their little autonomous friends. Each match culminates in an all-on hands-on-deck fight against the enemy Patron and a gigantic flighting shit. Yeah, we get it. It sounds almost like a third-person shooter version of Paragon, maybe? Yo, shout out to Mr. Flex. I'm interested. When I say coordinated, I'm not talking about aiming. This isn't Valorant or Apex-like game where the snappy aim is the key. It feels like Overwatch, or maybe even more like Team Fortress 2 in a floaty, wear down their health gameplay. You got a team shoot. You can tank, heal, and retreat, and even in the tremendous amount of enemy fire is, even when a tremendous amount of enemy fire is coming your way. I'm sorry, I'm tired, y'all. Each match gets deadlier and deadlier as you unlock your heroes, abilities, and buy skills, many of which give you more damage per second. Others provide you life, shielding, and more, so you have like a perk system here. It helps that there are a lot of ways to dodge enemy bullets and traverse the map. You can slide, dash, air dash, dump jet. Oh, so it's got like parkour and like really interesting movement. And you can mantle up ledges. Each of the game's 4 lanes also has an aerial tramway that lets you hitch free rides onto. So like right there, there's a zip line. The zip lines don't feel overpowered after an earlier leak. I'd once heard them compared to Titanfall's attack from angle traversal gameplay, but Valve keeps them away from actual firing lanes. So you basically got to use them to like flank. They also look like they're leading to a fascinating give and take mechanic as the game progresses. To power up, I need to take my hero back to the shop to buy new perks. With souls accumulated, it's a MOBA. People would find a way to hate on a game before it even comes out. Yeah, what's the name went on a rant about that. Even in the early development build, there's already 20 different heroes, plenty of which look like I'd enjoy playing. Yes, some of them are common archetypes like the archer, swordsman, and sniper, and the shotgun teleport specialist. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this sounds like Paragon, but like a third-person shooter version, maybe would mixed with like something else. I kind of get the gist of it. I'm interested. Someone sent me a beta code for this. Shout out to them. I saw it. I'm gonna try this out off stream. Interesting. What y'all think? We've been looking for a new team game. It's Dota 2, but a third-person shooter. Yeah, so a MOBA. That Paragon, same thing. Yeah. It could be a sleeper. Speaking of like hating on games, let me show you the video that came across my timeline. You said send me that invite. Nah, it's just for me. It's just for me, not you. Oh, what is it? Nshot, I guess, went on a rant on his stream, and he was basically saying the same shit that I've been saying. We were talking about it on the new podcast too. It's coming out tomorrow. But basically about how people have just been hating on games and not giving them a chance. And like the thing that I was talking about on the podcast, like especially I don't like what the internet did with Concord. Like, is Concord the most revolutionary game ever? No, but what I played was solid fun. It felt like a solid 7.5 and 8. Like, I would play the game, but like it never had a fighting chance because somebody posted a tweet of how many people were playing online. It went viral. And now you have a bunch of parrots on the internet basically saying the game is ass without even trying it. And we know you didn't try it because we saw how many people were playing online. So he's basically, and this is also why Marvel Rivals put in their contract for some of them content creators, like, hey, we're cool with constructive criticism, but please don't just be making up shit and slandering. Like, it's getting really weird where it's like, yo, and you know, I sit on here, I will criticize something, but when I like something, I will say that too. It's getting to the point where like people just want to hate everything.
Something weird that has happened in the gaming community. I'm serious too when I say this. For some reason, everybody in the gaming community wants game. They want
same thing with Dragon Age.
It's very
Dragon Age, because it didn't look like the last one. Now they want it to fail. The Dragon Age gameplay I saw looked fun to me. I'm playing.
Like, the whole thing with X Defiant is still, like, stumps me to this day. People complain about not having enough games to play, but when new games come out, even before they have played it, they're like, that game sucks, I'm not going to play it. And if we keep tearing down these studios trying to make good games, like, yeah, not every single one is going to be fun, and not every single one is going to be a hit. But if we're sitting here, like, preying on its downfall before the game even comes out, what do you think's going to happen? Nobody's going to be invested.
I don't know, man. Concord just looks boring. Yeah, but did you play it? Matter of fact, I'm going to answer that question. I'm going to guess on a balance of probability, there's about an 80% chance you didn't play it because we saw how many people were playing online. Did you play it, though? And we were talking about this on the podcast. This is the part that, like, confuses me. It's okay to not like something, but, like, the amount of hate that game got, there was a free beta. You could have just played the beta. It was free. And if you didn't like it, I can't knock you then. I can't knock you. But just, nah, that shit look trash. But like, bro, do y'all want games or not? Like,
gaming and making new games.
Yeah, emphasis on it looks, but did you play it? Because one thing I will say about Concord, where I think they did fuck up, the trailers were not good. And I said that when I was playing the beta a few weeks ago. The trailers made the game look a lot slower than what it actually is, but the game played fine. It was fun to me.
Playing MW2 remastered edition. You're going to be sitting here trying to play fucking the same old games for the 1,000th time because these billionaires and fucking multi-billion publishers, they're not going to greenlight any new games, any new
ding, 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 ding. And this is actually the biggest problem. I'm glad he said that. This is actually the biggest problem with hating shit before it even comes out, without even trying it, without seeing any reviews. If every fucking game fails, guess what you're going to get more of? The thing that y'all are complaining about. Live service games. Y'all swear y'all hate them, although we see the numbers, the top games every month. Roblox, Grand Theft Auto, 2K, Call of Duty, Fortnite. Y'all say y'all hate them, but the numbers say otherwise. But the internet complains about these live service games. And the thing is, if you don't support more games, the good ones, because here's another thing too. We gotta bring back critical thinking and debating into school. Because another thing that I hate disingenuous arguments. The main argument you'll see, the reason ain't nobody buying all these because these games are trash, bro. That's a disingenuous argument. 2023 was one of the best years in gaming. Shadow the Erdtree just came out. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. It was too damn long, but it was a good game. Helldivers 2 when it came out. It was a good game. You got Warhammer coming out. Black Myth coming out. Assassin's Creed looks good. Stellar BBL was good. There are plenty of games. You had Baldur's Gate 3 last year. Magnificent game. These are disingenuous arguments. Gamers are tired of this because all these games are... I'd argue there's just as many good games as there are bad. But y'all so focused on the fucking bad one. Tekken 8. Power World was fun. Dragon's Dogma wasn't bad, but it was disappointing. But I'd argue, Street Fighter 6. I'd argue there's just as many good games as there are bad. The Prince of Persia, very slept on. That was a good game. When you don't support these games, you don't have to buy every single one. I get people got budgets, but like, damn, you didn't find it's starting to become a thing where I'm like, I just don't think a lot of y'all are really gamers like that. And that's fine. Be honest with yourself. Go find a new hobby. But you're making it harder for the rest of us because what's going to happen is people are going to start losing their jobs. Less games are going to get published. And then what's going to happen is we're going to get more Fortnite. Fortnite season 3005 with Childish Gambino. Oh my God. And then it becomes a vicious cycle where you're bitching about how we're on season 3005. It's your fault. It is your fucking fault.
IP.
Oh yeah. Who the hell plays ball? And then this is how, the Game Awards really exposed a lot of you niggas, bro. I don't know why so many people feel the need to comment on things that they don't play. When Baldur's Gate 3 won Game of the Year, you did not have to like it. You did not have to agree with it. That is perfectly fine. You could have liked any of those games in the category. But if you didn't agree with it, if you're a real gamer, even if you didn't agree with it, you should be able to say, I don't agree with that choice, but I understand why it got picked. When you're screaming on the internet, Spider-Man, like the Game Awards this last year really opened up my eye. I'm like, yeah, you niggas is frauds. You niggas is somebody who played every game that got nominated for Game of the Year. Spider-Man was never gonna win. Only you PlayStation niggas thought that shit was gonna win. What the fuck is that shit, bro? You don't gotta watch the whole thing, but the beginning she talks about how people are cheering for industry layoffs. Shit is getting weird. We're cheering for people to lose their jobs.
I somehow very...
It's 60,000 people playing Baldur's Gate 3 right now, by the way. And that's just the Steam version. That's what we can see, not PlayStation and Xbox.
We're now at 21,000, I believe the number is. Intel just laid off another 15,000 people.
I didn't get it. Then I went and played it, and I said, I get it.
The latter half.
The funny thing is, Hamp, I was the same. I'm not going to lie. I had zero interest in Baldur's Gate 3. I had zero interest in it. But I remember last year I played every game that got nominated for Game of the Year, including Alan Wake 2. And the only one I hadn't played was Baldur's Gate 3. So I was like, fuck it. Let me play Baldur's Gate 3 because I got some time. I started playing it and I was like, I get it. I get it. I ended up loving the game.
And I was wrong. And I punched my microphone. The first video that I made about games industry layoffs was 8 months ago. The 10th of November, 2023, and it was about Bungie. How wild that we've come full circle to August 4th, 2024, and we are once again talking about Bungie layoffs. And Game Informer, the magazine, completely shut down. And at the same time, there is a SAG-AFTRA video game strike, which I'm also going to talk about. I don't have a lot left to say about layoffs. We've spoken about them a lot. There is a separate thing that I want to talk about
We need
today.
to get it on a podcast. True.
It continues to feel useless to say anything. I mean, I gave a whole speech about it at the Game Developers Choice Awards, which is in a room in front of a bunch of video game industry execs.
We've lost people with years of experience who worked hard to make some of the games that have been nominated tonight, but more importantly, we've watched our friends get laid off. We've seen
good her to call that out. She's got good takes. It's getting miserable and weird, bruh.
Oh, sorry. I mean,
I think it's kind of like the downside. On the good thing about gaming going mainstream, like it went super mainstream when COVID hit, and it had already been teetering on mainstream, but I think when COVID hit, a lot of people downloaded Fortnite. So like, I think the good thing is it introduced a lot of people, it brought a lot of like money into the industry. But then on the flip side, a lot of those super casual people are, in Call of Duty, obviously, they're super over opinionated, and it's brought a lot of bad apples into the situation.
company. All companies, the stock market is actually the best thing to happen to video games. Okay, that was close.
I've spoken about them on podcasts, on streams. I tweet every time that I can. Like, the fuck else can we say at this point? It sucks. It's really sad. You know, I'm just so sorry to everybody who's lost their jobs. I'm just, today what I wanted to talk about, this is probably gonna be a pretty short video. Well, let me catch up.
What the fuck are you typing in the chat, bro? 600, dog. Chill the fuck out. Niggas, none of some of you niggas act like you seen a woman before. Jesus Christ. See, now I don't even want to watch the video, bro. 600. Niggas is weird. Jesus fucking Christ. But yeah,
I try to put myself in the.
You get the gist of it. He's echoing the same shit that I've been echoing on this stream. I'm glad that other people are starting to notice this stuff, and you got to fight back. Can Twitch drop Steam codes be sent to other people, or is it locked behind an account? I wouldn't know. It takes bigger people to start saying things, and hopefully shifting. But also, you know, spend more time talking about things that you actually like. I saw you staring and knew it was about to be a ban. Like, bro, what are you talking about? Like, what the fuck are you? Play the games that you like. If you don't have to play every game that comes out. People are on budgets. I completely understand. People are strapped for cash. But if there's something out there that you like, try it out, bro. Try it out. And if you don't like it, you can just take it to GameStop and they can give you $5. There's a new Beetlejuice. Let me stop. There's a new Beetlejuice trailer. Let me see. For multiverses. Who's still speaking of live service games? This y'all like right here.
You say my
what
name.
Up, Dust?
No. Was it you? This won't end well, I'm afraid.
Let's see how he play.
Who said my name? Who said it?
Oh. Is there no gameplay in this?
Really? It's showtime. Keep it together in front of Wonder Woman.
Beetlejuice. What up, Salty?
Daddy's gonna buy a new suit.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've never been a fan of the movies. This character's not doing it for me. This game just like dropped the ball for me. I don't know. They made this character because of the new Beetlejuice movie coming out. Well, yeah, obviously. They're doing it again, just like with Black Adam. They're trying to do movie tie-ins and shit instead of giving people characters they actually want. Because in the deep lineup of Warner Bros. Characters they have access to, nobody asked for Beetlejuice. Where is the Flash? There's so many cool characters they could do. Like, Jesus Christ, bro. Where's Green Lantern at? Like, what are we talking about, man? Where shit, I'll take Scooby-Doo. Where is Scooby? You put Shaggy in the game. Where's Scooby? Oh my God, and fucking Velma. Yeah, no Cyborg. Static. Like, there's so many cool characters you could put in the game. This was random. This dude broke the world. They got world records for everything. Does anybody know the stipulation for world records? This guy has the world record for the most consoles on one TV.
Oh.
He has 400 game consoles plugged into one TV. His house is one big ass space heater. I know his electricity bill is awful.
Number one. Always. Forever.
Twitter need to fix their damn video quality.
Sega Genesis.
260.
If I want to reach 444, I need to use the whole...
Bro, what is this video quality? Oh my God. Elon, dude. Stop tweeting about fucking Donald Trump and Republican talking points and fix your website.
Different areas for minis. Each one.
I'll send my Spectre key. Let me know where to send it. Email it to me. tbh@giupdates.tv.
Consoleized.
This motherfucker got consoles I never heard of.
Arcades. Hyper Neo Geo 64. Plug and play. HDMI stick.
Yeah, I played Nickelodeon All-Stars Brawl 2. It's pretty good. Just never found it like its audience. But I mean, you get the point of it. This man has 400 consoles on one damn TV. When your collection gets that big, at that point, like, I don't know. You might as well turn your house into a museum or something, or like give it to him. I don't know. I'm rooting for the multiverse. I find it crazy you want this to stand toe-to-toe with Smash already. Smash had a decade to perfect its craft. Give it grace. I don't know if that's a fair take. What up, Zuri? When something's good, people are gonna fuck with it. I don't know if that's a fair take. I don't know how old you are, but Smash Bros has been lit since the day it came out. Matter of fact, in terms of gaming commercials, it's one of the most iconic gaming. I remember that shit. With me and you, something together. When they was like jumping in the fucking flower field and shit. Like, I don't know. Smash Bros since the first game has been lit. I don't know about that, bro. Multiverses came, yeah, you and me. That shit just came stumbling out the grate. And then when Melee came out, it was the fuck out of here, bro. But like, I don't know. We got an update on a PDF file. Apparently, Mr. Now you might be wondering, why did I put this in the sports section? It's because we've been talking about sports games, sports news. This guy thinks he's an athlete. He always talks about his height. So this PDF file, he deleted the original tweet where he admitted to talking to a minor. You can't find it anymore. Translation, he had a conversation with his lawyer and his lawyer said, shut the fuck up. And then he tweets today, the vacation's been good, but he'll be back soon. And I better not see none of you niggas in his chat. We'll be watching those numbers. We'll be seeing who's in the chat. Better not be watching that shit, bro. Motherfucker said, I'm coming back from vacation. We didn't forget, buddy. You can delete the tweet if you want. We didn't forget what you did, buddy. I see your tweet. I appreciate it, Johnny. I mean, not tweet, but email. I appreciate